Hello everyone. Hi, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So, in today's video, we are going to learn about exponents and we'll see some rule of exponent, and then after we will continue with some questions. So, now let's just start. So, we are going to learn about exponent. So, first thing, what are exponents? So, suppose we have some number, let's just say we have a number 2, and in its head, if some smaller number, let's just say 3, is written there, so this number 3 is known as exponent, or we also call it as power or indices. Okay, and this number is known as base. Now the question arises, what is the meaning of this whole thing? If I write 2 to the power of 3, what is the meaning of this? So this means we need to write 2 for 3 times, like 2 times 2 times 2, which will give you 8. Okay, so this is a little bit wrong notation. I need to put equal sign here, so it will give you 8. Now we'll learn this kind of thing today. So if I write some more example, let's just say if I have a number 5 and it has exponent 4, so what is the meaning of this? So this means you need to multiply 5 for 4 times, like 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, so now that will give you 625. Okay, so we have this positive number which has positive exponent. Now we have lots of number like negative number, fractions. Okay, so now let's just talk about negative number and fraction too. If positive number have exponent 4, then we write that number for that much time. Now let's just say if we have negative 2 to the power exponent, or to the power or exponent 2. So what I'll write? I'll write negative 2 time negative 2, which will give you 4. Okay, like negative time negative is actually positive. So a pair of negative numbers give us positive number. Now, if we take another example, let's just say I'm writing negative 2 to the power of 3. So what it will give us? So negative 2 time negative 2 time negative 2, it will give you like negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, and then positive 4 times negative 2 is actually negative 8. So from here we can conclude that if a negative number having even power, okay, having even power, that will give you the positive value, and if a negative number have odd power or odd exponent, that will give you a negative value. Okay, so this is positive and this one is negative. Now, what about fraction? We talk about positive number, we talk about negative number. Now, let's just see about fractions. So, if some fraction come, let's just say I'm writing a fraction here, which is 5 over 4 to the power 3. Okay, so I will write this 5 fourth for 3 times, like 5 times 4, 5 fourth time 5 fourth time 5 fourth. Okay, and you need to multiply, like as we multiply fraction, like 5 times 5 that's 25, 25 times 5 is 125. Same way 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. Okay, so this is how it works. Now let's just talk about negative exponent. We talk about negative base, we talk about positive base, we talk about positive fraction even, okay, with positive exponent. Now let's just talk about negative exponent. What happens when we have negative exponents? Okay, so if we have negative exponent, let's just say I'm writing a number 4 and it have negative exponent 3, like negative 3 as an exponent. So what is the value of this? So whenever you have negative exponent, you can write it as 1 over that number, and this negative exponent will convert into a positive exponent. Now you can write like 1 and 4 to the power 3. That means 4 times 4 times 4, which will give you 64. Okay. Now we can say whenever we have negative exponent, we can flip that number and that power will come as a positive. Okay. So whenever we have negative power or negative exponent, we need to flip that number. Okay. And that power will come as a positive number. Got it? Now let's just see another number. If I have 4 over 3 to the exponent 3. Okay. So let's just take a smaller exponent, exponent 2. So it will give you 4 over 3 times 4 over 3, which is 16 over 9, right? But same way, if I write 4 third to the exponent negative 2, okay, first I need to flip this number like 3 fourth, and this negative exponent will convert into a positive exponent. Now 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Now you see here, these are like, we need to flip whenever positive exponent, whatever we value got, if the exponent is negative, we got the answer as a flipped one, like numerator goes in denominator, denominator goes in numerator, like flipped. Okay. Now there are some other also, like if the exponent come into fraction, what we do then? So if exponent is in fraction, let's just say I have a number 4 and I'm writing it as 4 2/3. So what this mean? So this mean this bottom number, this bottom power will convert it into a radical, okay, or root, and this 3 actually express it that which root it will be, and this 4 and this 2 top number go with it, like this way. So this bottom number actually decide which kind of root it will be. It could be square root, it could be a cube root, it could be a fourth root. So don't think about that there is only a square root. There are cube root, there are fourth root, fifth root, nth root, we can say. Okay, when we find square root, after like prime factorization, we make pair of two numbers. When we find cube root, we make pair of three numbers. When we find fourth root, we make pair of fourth number after factorization. Okay, got it? So these are some basic rules or things which I explain using actually examples. Now I'm writing some formulas of this number, okay, or this exponent. Now let's just see. Oh, I missed one thing, which is like the one very important one which is very important, that is 1. If you have 1 and it has exponent like any number like 2, if it has exponent negative 3 even, if it is exponent 1/3 or whatever it is, if it is exponent 0 even, so that will always give you 1. So 1 have exponent anything, that means number, not anything. If you put 1 over x, that's different thing. So if you put any number on 1, that will always give you 1. Same way, if any number is there like 100, 200 or 20, 3, 5, and if their exponent is 0, okay, so any number having exponent 0 will give you 1 even, right? Okay. Now the next thing which you learn, and that is actually the formulas of some exponents. Okay, so now let's just see about some formulas of exponent. So formulas. Okay, first formula is product rule, we can say, and that is work like this way. If a some number to the exponent m time same number to the exponent n, so we add their exponent. Okay, if they are in division, actually we divide, so we subtract their powers. Got it? Now third, if any number having exponent over exponent. Okay, so a number have exponent over exponent, so we multiply their exponent. Let's just say like this way. For example, if I have a number 4 and it has exponent 2 and over exponent 3, so what I'll do, I'll write like 4, 2 times 3, which is 6. So 4 to the exponent 6, that will count it. Okay, now next, so fourth number, I guess my face is coming here. So fourth number now. So fourth number, like if we have some negative exponent, so that number will flip and it make as positive exponent. So if exponent is in top number, okay, that comes in bottom. Okay, same way, if 1 over negative m is in the bottom, so what will happen? This will go up, like you need to flip it and it will make a positive exponent. Okay, so both are actually important, but you can write it down both this. Now next, fifth, if we have like this way, m over n, so this bottom number actually create root, and this top number, the top power go with the number. Okay, so this is how we actually convert numbers which is an exponent into this kind of roots. Okay, now next, some other rules. Hmm, okay, these rules are very important to solve actually problems. So I'm writing these two rules. If you have a to the power of m time, sorry, this is different one, equal a to the power of n. So if base are same, the base are same, so their power will be also same. So we can conclude from here that m will be equal to n. For example, if 2 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 3, so since 2 are same, the base are same, so x will be equal to 3. Okay, now next rule is very much similar to this. If we have different base with same power and they are with equal sign, so if power are same, so the base are also same, so a equal to b we can write. For example, if I'm writing 2 to the power of 3 is equal to x to the power of 3, so 2 is equal to x, that means x is equal to 2. Okay, I missed some more exponent formulas. Let's just go here and see which formula I missed. So I missed a formula which is very much similar like them, so I'm writing here it down. Okay, so if the base are different and power are same and they are in multiplication, so you need to multiply the base number and you can write the exponent once. Okay, same way in division also, you can write them in division and the power. Okay, so these are the formula. You can either take a screenshot of these formulas or you can write it down. In next class, like in next video, we will actually solve some problem related to SAT or Olympiad level questions. Okay, so I hope you understand this video. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.